Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
If I'm being honest, Kashin Koji might reappear and save the day, even if he's still damaged. If Amato can heal Kawaki, then whatever he suffered from Jigen isn't much. It's time for Naruto to know who he is anyways, plus his strength is what they need for the time being. Alright, so this right here is definitely a very good comment. One of the things that I have definitely been thinking about is the fact that Delta has just been introduced. Well, not introduced, she has been reintroduced into the series. Does this right here open the door for Kashin Koji to potentially make another appearance later on? Obviously, Delta was one of the early members of the Kata organization, Kashin Koji as well, and especially some people may even argue that Kashin Koji has a lot more utility to the Hidden Leaf Village than Delta would have. Now, I personally do believe if they're going to bring Kashin Koji back, it has to make sense. It has to be for utility. I don't necessarily think they'd bring him back for emotional reasons just off the rip, even though I personally do believe that would still make for a very good introduction, because we obviously know the connection between Kashin Koji and Jiraiya and the secondary connection between Naruto and Jiraiya, so kind of connecting Naruto and Kashin Koji. But I think the way that the Boruto writers are now, especially with the manga pacing, Kashin Koji is probably going to be introduced in a very action-based scene. Now, it could definitely be in the upcoming chapters, because as of right now, we are in very, very deep waters when it comes to the actual new version of the Kata organization. Koda's in the Hidden Leaf Village, Eida's in the Hidden Leaf Village, Damon's around the corner, things such as that, and we do understand they're a little bit short-handed. Sasuke and Naruto, they have been informed, but in the actual room, all we have now that's really defending Amato in the Hidden Leaf Village is Shikamaru, which, let's keep it 1,000, isn't necessarily on Eida and Code's level, but also Delta as well. Now, hypothetically, you add in a Sasuke plus a Kashin Koji, I think that right there would be adequate power. Now, if I'd actually give my opinion, I'd possibly say that we'd see Kashin Koji, hypothetically, if Code would actually lift his limiters. I think that a Sage Kashin Koji, a person who went toe-to-toe with Ishiki Otsutsuki, I'm not necessarily going to say he's 1000% going to be stronger than Code, but Kashin Koji, when he has Sage mode, it might give Code a run for his money. Now you couple Kashin Koji alongside a Boruto, alongside a Kawaki, when they have their karma seals activated, that right there might be an adequate team to actually defeat a character like Code later on in the series. But me personally, I definitely do believe, once I seen the introduction of Delta, and not only that, the reception that Delta got from a lot of the Boruto fans out there, I definitely do believe that right there may actually kind of influence the Boruto writers to potentially bring back Kashin Koji. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of us would absolutely love the return of Kashin Koji. This comment also touched on it as well. There is that emotional aspect between Kashin Koji and Naruto, and I'm pretty damn sure a lot of people are well excited for that scene. It's been well overdue. But let's get into the next comment. The next comment comes from my guy Michael Johnson. He says, question: we agree Sage's 6-pass KCM Naruto was stronger than Delta, right? So is Delta currently equal to Sage's 6-pass KCM or no? Specifically, the form that he's talking about is this form of Naruto right here. I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say that as of yet, because of course we've never even really seen Delta fight yet, and my original idea is that Delta is stronger right now than she was when she fought against Naruto. The difference, however, is when we're actually comparing this Delta versus the Naruto back in the day, taijutsu wise matched Delta, but Naruto's ninjutsu was arguably stronger than his taijutsu, so it's going to be a very difficult ask to have Delta be stronger than that version of Naruto. I'm going to say she'd match up a lot better with that version of Naruto, but wouldn't necessarily be better than that version of Naruto. Now, I do have to point this out, because in Naruto, it's very different. Delta can potentially beat that version of Naruto in a battle, but I still do believe that Naruto with Karma is just a better character. I think that Naruto would probably beat Delta, I'd say 7 times out of 10. This current version of Delta could 100% be stronger than the current version of Naruto, which is an even more significant thing. I mean, we understand that Naruto has a lot of trust in Amato, and of course it really all depends on the trust. If Naruto really trusts Amato, he may actually trust Amato to make Delta stronger than him. The reason why it would be a problem if Naruto does not actually trust Amato would be because Amato would then have a character stronger than the Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village. That right there might actually cause some problems, because of course if Amato decides to turn on the Hidden Leaf Village and he has Delta essentially backing him up, that might be troublesome. But I'm not gonna lie, that's definitely a very good conversation that we're probably gonna have to have. Is Delta currently stronger than Naruto? And not only that, how strong actually is the current Delta? One of the things that I've definitely talked about with Delta is, of course, her being one of the permanent characters in the Hidden Leaf Village, essentially protecting the Hidden Leaf Village. If that is the case, it just bolsters the Hidden Leaf Village that much. I mean, I know it's very, very difficult to, keep this thing like in mind. But let's be honest, you drop Naruto in, let's say, the Hidden Stone Village. Naruto is soloing the Hidden Stone Village. You drop Sasuke in the Hidden Stone Village. Sasuke is soloing the Hidden Stone Village. And this, I don't want to just pick on the Hidden Stone Village. This is most of all the other villages, by the way. But not only Sasuke, Kawaki with his Karma Seal, Boruto with his Karma Seal, and now you add a Delta to that pile who can literally solo actual villages. It's insane. But let's get into the next comment. The next comment comes from Dream Simp Weed. Eida will change sides, fight for the village. She's tired of Code. When the limiters are off, he will be dangerous. This right here is definitely a very, very good comment. I honestly do believe Damon and Eida, out of all the villains that we have had in Boruto, are probably some of the most likely to join the Hidden Leaf Village outside of Kashin Koji. It's just the fact that Eida and Damon, their resolve isn't necessarily that strong. Like, Eida's goal is to actually destroy Amato. Respectfully, the Hidden Leaf Village, they love Amato, but if it really comes down to the Hidden Leaf Village or Amato, they'll probably like literally grab Amato by his shoulders and actually throw my mans to Eida, have her do him like Will Smith did Chris Rock. But when it comes to Damon, Damon's only there to essentially follow the orders of Eida. Now let's say hypothetically, Eida packs up Amato or Amato dies somehow. Eida would then have absolutely no problems with the Hidden Leaf Village, and of course Eida would be a very huge asset for the Hidden Leaf Village, so it would essentially make Naruto send a bunch of delegates to potentially recruit her to the Hidden Leaf Village, and especially Damon. I've said this multiple times, Damon in a room with Naruto would be a bad thing for Eida, because I think that Naruto could definitely talk no jutsu Damon in an instant. He did it to Nagato, he did it to a lot more people with a lot bigger resolve. So of course Naruto talking to Damon, literally just one conversation, this man might be walking out the room with a Hidden Leaf headband. But let me know what you guys think about these comments in the comment section and below. It's been your boy Baara, and we out.
It's a knife.